You're not a good person, you're just afraid of being caught. I once thought being kind was enough, that holding the door, smiling at strangers, saying sorry when it wasn't my fault, made me a good person. Then I caught myself helping someone just because I knew people were watching. That day, something broke. Not in the world, in me. That's why I chose this topic, because maybe we're not good. Maybe we're just scared. Let's be honest. Most people don't do the right thing because it's right. They do it because someone's watching. Morality, for many, isn't a compass, it's a costume. You're not honest. You just don't want to deal with the fallout of being exposed. You're not kind. You just need to believe you're better than the people you judge. You're not loyal. You just haven't had the chance to betray without consequences. And the worst part? That's not a bug in the system. That's the system. Society doesn't reward integrity. It rewards the appearance of integrity. You'll get applause for donating to charity as long as you post a photo of it. You'll be praised for being faithful as long as no one finds your burner account. We perform goodness like actors chasing validation, clapping for ourselves every time we don't screw someone over. But what if the applause stopped? Would the kindness continue? Would the goodness survive without an audience? Think of the things you only do when you're being watched. Smiling politely, offering help, pretending to listen. Strip the stage lights away, and most people just walk off. We act decent for cameras, for likes, for God, for guilt, but rarely for the act itself. Most people don't avoid evil out of principle. They avoid it out of fear. Fear of shame, of exposure, of being canceled, caught, or cast out. Fear is what keeps you from stealing when no one's looking, from cheating when it's easy, from saying what you really think when it's unpopular. If fear disappeared, so would your morality. And deep down, you know that. Would you be faithful if no one could ever find out? Would you stay kind if cruelty had no consequences? If morality only exists in the shadow of punishment, then it's not virtue, it's risk management. We like to think we have a conscience, but what we really have is a PR strategy. We curate our identities like Instagram feeds, highlighting every act of virtue, filtering out every moment of silence, envy, rage. We've confused guilt with growth, regret with responsibility. We say, I'm sorry to feel better, not to be better. We don't want to change. We want to stop feeling bad. And as long as the apology sounds good, we assume the lesson's been learned. Spoiler, it hasn't. Ask yourself, when was the last time you helped someone without being seen? Without being thanked? Without being able to post about it? If morality only exists when it's visible, then it's not morality, it's marketing. Would you still be good if there were no reward, no heaven, no karma, no praise, no mirror? Would you hold the door if the world forgot you the second after? Would you tell the truth if no one believed you? If your morality disappears in silence, maybe it was never yours to begin with. The phrase good person is a social sedative. It makes us feel safe, about others, about ourselves. But nobody's a good person all the time. Not even most of the time. We're a collage of motives, a walking contradiction between what we do and why we do it. You held the door, but you judged them as they walked by. You said sorry, but only to avoid a fight. You gave money, but only to quiet the guilt. We treat our goodness like a savings account, as if enough small acts can erase the darker ones. But that's not how morality works. There's no point system, no moral scoreboard, just choices, and the lies we tell ourselves to justify them. Maybe being good isn't the goal. Maybe being honest is, because honesty forces confrontation. With yourself, with your ego, with the version of you you pretend to be. There's a certain freedom in admitting you're not good. That sometimes you're petty. That sometimes you're fake. That sometimes you're kind only because it makes you feel superior. It doesn't make you worse. It just makes you real. And in a world drowning in curated goodness, being real might be the most moral thing you can do. Stop trying to look better. Start trying to see clearer. Because if your morality crumbles when no one's looking, it was never morality to begin with. Just theater. And you, just the actor. But the play's over now. The curtain's down. And there's only one question left. Who are you when the audience leaves?